darkness, silence, then the faint flicker of a candle. From the earliest tombs of Egypt to the crypts beneath medieval cathedrals, one image endures, the skull and crossbones. It whispers a truth no man can escape. Memento mori, remember that you will die. But behind this grim reminder lies a deeper secret, one that turns death itself into a symbol of initiation. Long before the pirate's flag, the emblem of bone and skull was sacred. To the Egyptians, the skull was the vessel of spirit, the last temple of the divine spark. The bones, the framework of the human form, represented endurance beyond decay. Together they spoke of what survives the grave, consciousness itself. In medieval Europe, knights kept skulls upon their altars during night vigils. As they prayed for courage, the hollow gaze of the skull reminded them that all victories fade. The crossbones below formed a silent cross, not of suffering, but of transcendence. To conquer fear of death was to be reborn into knighthood. Centuries later, the emblem reappeared when engraved on Masonic tombs, carved upon the walls of Templar crypts, and later adopted by secret fraternities. To the initiated, it was never a symbol of doom, but of resurrection through death. For the true adept, death was not the end, it was a veil. The pirate's black flag carried the same mark, the skull and crossbones, but stripped of its sacred meaning. To the world, it became a symbol of terror. Yet even here in its corruption, the old wisdom lingered. Those who have faced death fear nothing. The pirate became an unknowing initiate, flying the sigil of mortality to defy it. Alchemists, too, saw the skull as a vessel, the caput mortuum, the dead head. It represented the stage of putrefaction when all matter must decay before transformation begins. Only through death, symbolic or real, could spirit rise again, purified and eternal. In the mystery schools, the initiate symbolically died. His eyes bound, his body lowered into darkness. When the blindfold was removed, light returned, and with it, understanding. The skull and crossbones was the mark of that passage, death to ignorance, rebirth into wisdom. Look closer at the crossbones. They form an X, the sign of crossing over, the union of spirit and matter. It is the crossroads of existence where life and death meet in perfect balance. To the Hermetic mind, this was no coincidence. The crossbones were a cipher of divine geometry. Beneath the skull's hollow eyes lies a promise that from decay springs life anew. The seed must die before the plant can bloom, the caterpillar dissolve before the butterfly can take wing. The skull and crossbones is not a warning, but an initiation sigil, the mark of one who has passed through the night and remembered the dawn. Death, the great equalizer, is not the enemy of life. It is its mirror. The skull reminds us of the impermanence of flesh, the crossbones of the eternal framework that endures beyond it. To those who walk the path of wisdom, death is not darkness. It is the threshold of awakening. And so the emblem remains, silent, eternal, the death's emblem. You've been watching the Esoteric Unveiled, exploring hidden orders, forgotten truths, and forbidden knowledge. Like and subscribe,